life's an illusion, this vodka's real. Dare to be amazed? So smooth it's scary that just looking through this bottle may make you a little tipsy. And with a wave of your hand, you become the magician, changing 20s into hundreds. And with a wave of your spectator's hand, we can make them scream in fear. Illusion Vodka truly is so smooth it's scary. I wrote it on every bottle. Illusion Vodka 6 times distilled, 10 times filtered, made with a Midwestern winter wheat by a real master distiller who's been making vodka for over 50 years. If you'd like to become alive for your next big gathering, click the link now and buy today. Illusion Vodka, so smooth it's scary. Dare to be amazed?
MF Barbecue. Tasty, juicy, delicious. Ribs, brisket, and pork. Slow smoked overnight to be done fresh for you Thursdays to Sundays, right here in the South Shore area. Based out of Riverview, we are most often located at the Shell gas station at the corner of McMullen and Boyette Road. But since we are a food truck, we're mobile. Catch us at places like Flooring Master, Peter Ford, or Cigars on the Boulevard. Or even have us cater your next big event, from a graduation party to a birthday, or really just for the hell of it. Come hang out and try a special for the week, such as brisket chili or Texas Twinkies, and maybe even meet a special guest. Find us on Facebook and Google.
Web Design Ninja is your one-stop shop for all things internet. Our dedicated team has been building internet solutions for businesses large and small since 1993. We specialize in creating eye-catching designs, search engine optimization, complex e-commerce, and custom app integration. Whether you need a simple website or a complex e-commerce or phone app, our team of experts is here for you. Give us a call today. We're here to help.
Hey, good evening to everyone watching us.
Absolutely.
We are
it's a
live
great
here.
Day. It's hot, but it's a good day.
It's hot today.
I think we affectionately call it hot AF. We are here in beautiful South Shore, Florida, Apollo Beach.
A drinking village with a boating problem.
And good morning.
But I can't spell it right.
Don't be a shitty person home here. We want to thank you guys for tuning in. We hope that you take the moment right now to share this to your friends and also to invite people to the show. We are supporting local business here in the South Shore area. I am here tonight with Andre Ciapetta. I'm here with Bob from Illusion Vodka, and of course, Captain Teo, the honorary and probably legal mayor of Apollo Beach proper. Beautiful Tampa Bay, live as it gets here in Waterset, Florida. Behind the console is Joanne Duran from JD Coaching. She will be running the show. We also have Cheeto with us, and if anyone gives us any problem, we'll send them to Cheeto, and at that point, there will no longer be a problem. Is that correct, sir? That's correct. Awesome.
Yep.
Again, like I said, we are here with Bob at Illusion Vodka. He's going to tell us about his local product that he has here, where it's available. As well, it's coming up tonight. We also have Heath coming on discussing his new event.
Yep.
We're maybe get a phone call from Zach, the comedian, And there was a few more things going on. What's going on this week in the Tampa Bay area, and a few local topics. Teo, would you like to take over with our?
Oh yeah, we better do this
disclaimer?
disclaimer, because when we get into
Excuse
the
me.
local when we get into the local
The disclaimer
topics,
is
it's gonna
very
be there.
important tonight.
It's going to be very important tonight. So
Andre, disclaimer.
This is entertainment purposes only. You know, F around and find
Find the
out,
fuck
as
out.
Grady Judd says. What do you say? Fool around and find out, or something like that, when
Yeah,
he
fool
arrested
around.
a whole bunch of people this weekend. But yeah, hey, this is our opinions, not necessarily the opinions of Bob at Illusion Vodka, who's here as our guest, or
Apollo Beach Publishing or Tampa Bay Sports Entertainment. These are
or
our
Pool Kings or
Pool
Pure
Kings.
Romance or Flip Flop Shop. Thank you, Pam. By the way, I understand Jimmy Buffett, there's new Margaritaville.
Oh, boy.
Hey, dude, so better stock those in a size 13. But no,
not the
seriously,
opinions of Michelle. These are our opinions.
And if you don't like it, change the channel. It's okay, you know.
And you're welcome.
And don't blame us if shit goes sideways.
You're welcome to join us on this forum too
Absolutely.
and discuss any disagreements you may have with us as well. If you'd like to come on with your business, discuss what we can help your business grow and tell us more about your business. That's what the show is about.
Right.
It's about local community grassroots referrals and people that we trust, people that we've used, and people that we hold to account. And why can we do that? We don't live in glass houses, but man, people don't like to get ripped off.
Nope, not at all.
And if we can help you guys out, that's what we're kind of here for, and to have a good time and spend some time with my friends on a Tuesday night and answer whatever questions we can.
Absolutely.
Sponsored, and again, my disclaimer, South Shore Cleaning and Supply, that is our family business. I no longer run, operate, or anything. I am the founder of it. We clean carpets, tiles, and windows, upholstery. That's what we do. Local business here in Apollo Beach. Andre, tell them about your local business.
Yeah, so air filter change company, basically a very simple service that is very needed in the world that we live in. We will literally come to your home on a monthly basis and change your air filter or air filters.
It's just that simple.
Simple as that. We do it on a subscription basis or a one-time monthly basis. Subscription is 12 months. It's $79, and that will include up to 2 filters. Any additional filters past that will be an additional $5 per month. Yeah.
And now, do you bring a ladder so Juice can get up and change it for you?
Yes. Oh, yes. So
Juice is the honorary for all of our businesses.
I won't lie.
He's got little hands.
You would think some of these air filters are simple.
Yeah, they're pains.
Oh, dude, I have 2 at my other house that are they require a freaking
For the most part, they're
extension ladder.
simple.
And the way the
But-
latches are, it's like, oh, please do not
Or
slide
where
off.
they're at.
I don't. Yeah,
Oh,
I
yeah.
don't
Where
need this
they're at, you're
aggravation
like,
in my
oh.
life.
Yeah,
You have
so
a 24 foot-
hire air filter change company.
Yes.
So
And then with us, we have Captain Teo Leonard. He's a local business owner and an entrepreneur. Teo, tell everyone what you do.
you know, so I have the Web Design Ninja, and we build small, medium websites and web applications. We wrote our first book on the internet 4 years before Al Gore invented the internet.
How did that happen?
I have no clue. Maybe politicians lie.
No.
Would that be the thing? But you know, I have
No.
to laugh because you know I actually I got involved in the web business not because I wanted to be in the web business, but I was doing servers. My friends of mine wanted me to buy a company, and I did. There may have been alcohol involved.
Seems to be a
But
feature in most of these discussions.
Yeah. But anyway, so we've been building websites since 1993, and then our main business is really chancetowin.org, which is we decided years ago. I'm like, I want to give back to the community, and so we wrote the software that powers probably 80% of raffles worldwide for charities. So when you see all these raffles, chances are they use my software. And we built a turnkey system with Chance to Win to help schools, churches, various nonprofits. We just got 3 today with helping veterans, U.S. Army. So we do that.
And I want to bring this up when you mention that because we are all community people.
Local.
We get paid nothing to
for this show,
share
that's another
the
thing.
community.
Right.
That's another thing
we
too.
We do that out of the own good of our.
And we're going to talk about that.
We don't get
in the
paid for our
second part.
endorsements.
Yeah.
All the samples that we get, we pay for when we do the food. However, on a disclaimer, there was a vendor recently that said we give freebies to everyone who walks in the door. At that point, I'm like, you know what? consider this your door.
We'll take some chocolate.
Also, too, Teo, if you wouldn't mind tossing me that shirt.
Oh yeah.
Also,
Yeah.
too, by supporting the neighborhood, you're going to be supporting the co-op here.
Yes.
The co-op will be having these fantastic
So
wicking shirts.
A handful of us donated money to produce the shirts, and they're going to be for sale at the co-op. And the proceeds go to help Cassie and the folks at the co-op there in Apollo Beach. So.
And you know what? Just like our current administration, we're promises made, promises kept. We talked about this a few weeks. What was this? Last week we talked about this.
2
weeks ago.
Yeah,
2 weeks ago we spoke about this, and they're already
we
on
bought
their
a bunch
way.
of shirts, and we been producing them this afternoon.
They are all going to be. Each one's going to be different and unique, like everyone in Apollo Beach is. They're not all going to be perfect. It's just the way that it is. And the proceeds will be going to the co-op. And we want to thank you guys in advance. If you want a good morning, don't be a shitty person t-shirt that I get asked all the time for.
And a pink pineapple.
And a pink pineapple. Go to the co-op in Apollo Beach and buy our shirts. There's going to be a link on this here.
It's right there on Flamingo and 41.
Anyone
a couple
wants
doors
them,
down from the diner.
all different
when you
sizes.
see all the millions of U-Haul trucks, that's where you go.
There you go.
If you're familiar with the Korean restaurant, it's directly next door.
Now, another thing, too, these shirts aren't crap either.
Oh, no.
No.
Breathy,
These are perfect
work
for
in them.
Florida. They are water wicking, moisture wicking shirts. We have them in medium, large, and extra large. That's it. 2 different colors. Keep it simple. Buy one, give one as a friend. Great Christmas presents, even great boating presents. You're not going to get super Father's Day. They're all fun shirts. Take a look, Bob. And of course, we have our guest with us, Bob from Illusion Vodka.
Welcome, Bob.
Welcome, Bob. Thank you for being a sponsor of our show. Now, meaning that means a sponsor means is that he is supporting our show here. We're showing his products, and he's letting people know that we are here and he's here for us.
And he provided us, as a sponsor, he provided us with vodka.
And people try the vodka and they give their honest opinion.
Yeah, we're in the honest stage.
We're in the honest.
If we think it tastes terrible, we will tell you it tastes terrible, which we actually enjoy
honest.
Vodka, so we were happy to take them as a sponsor.
So
Bob, how'd you get in the vodka business?
So I started about 7 years ago, and I started one liquor company that was making it for me, and it didn't work out. So I moved to another liquor company and found a really good one. I found one that won a bunch of awards. They made some great vodka, and I partnered up with them, and I created a brand called Illusion Vodka. It's actually has a real magical trick on the bottle. I mean, I figured Cracker Jack.
So you're a magician?
Well, yeah.
Or you have a little bit of magic history there?
I learned one time a trick in Vegas, and
Whoa.
the guy taught me.
Wait a minute,
no.
Bob, this is a kid's show here.
Yeah,
I got
tricks
you.
in Vegas.
I got you.
Tricks
No,
were
an
illusion in Vegas.
Illusion
I
in
mean, I got
Vegas.
Vlad's number in Vegas, but that's for all different reasons.
He taught me how to float it.
It's a Vegas-based.
Sure.
Right? So, so it was a cool trick, and so I learned it, and since then I picked up a trick or two a year, a illusion or two a year, and just kind of did it on my own. I really didn't have any formal training. You know, I took magic tricks from videos and things like that. But my mother was an artist, and I was an artist, so I designed this really cool label that actually has a unique magic trick on it. Because people for years always ask me, "Go, Bob, yeah, man, you got to show me how to do that magic trick." It's
I know.
Cool. Everybody does it. Right?
And once you do it, so I broke my cardinal rule decades. It was about 15, 18 years ago, and I was doing a lot of levitations at the time, and we were actually at Sunset Grill in Little Harbor, and my buddy is like, "Dude, you got to show me how you freaking levitate those beer bottles."
Right? They all ask.
And so I'm like, "All right, I'll let you in." And the next morning we get up, and he's like, "Dude, you're an asshole." I'm like, "What?" He goes, "You ruined it. I've been watching you for 15 years create such an effect on people's faces, and people just sit there, and I've always been amazed. And now I know the trick. It ruined it, and I don't teach anything anymore. I like that's a simple little deal.
People ask me all the time. They're like, "You got to show me a trick." I'm allowing them to learn a trick because or illusion. It's not just a magic.
I'm just BSing with you
No,
on the
I
trick
get it.
stuff. So yeah,
but you know what's so cool is I did put the code inside. It does have the magician's code written inside. So I thought of everything. So when you do look through the bottle, it does give the magician's code. You get the magic trick that comes with the bottle. You're kind of sworn to secrecy when you buy the bottle.
When you open the bottle up, you're now literally sworn to secrecy.
Hey, its best trick is how quickly it disappears. I'll tell you this bottle.
Good.
It's
it
good. If
truly
you
is.
notice,
It's
we've
smooth.
really
It's
enjoyed that
scary.
black cherry.
If,
Yeah,
you, don't,
that-
if you don't mind me chiming in here, because I've had the cherry.
Yes.
Delicious. Now, let me ask you. Vodka, potato.
No, this is a Midwestern winter wheat.
Okay.
So it's kind of
Tastes
not to throw a name
delicious.
out there, but it's kind of.
Great.
I always loved Kettle One, but this is not Kettle One just by claimers or whatever. But that was kind of my favorite drink before I started my.
Well,
own
the
brand.
cherry one I could have literally on the rocks.
You can have that every day. Dude.
Oh,
I
yeah.
could have that on the rocks with no mixer.
Oh, you should try the straight. I mean, if you shake it on ice and pour it in a shot glass,
Where everything else you need a mixer.
Just
That I don't need a
put
mixer.
it on ice. It's
Yeah.
drink it. You don't need
Okay,
anything
so
else.
it's weed.
It is so smooth, it's scary. I wrote it on every
Mm.
bottle. It really is.
Mm.
I mean, that's the key. So I didn't just take any old vodka. I put a great vodka that's won 16 medals, 8 of them gold, 4 of them platinum. I
Mm.
think it was. I mean, there's this company makes a really good vodka.
Is that
makes my
bottle
vodka.
open right now?
It is.
Yeah, it is.
Have another sip
it.
of it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Cheeto, do you mind?
Yes.
Yeah, go ahead.
Grab some
I
ice.
like how you worked that in there, dude. That was really smooth.
The security
Andre.
Cheeto.
That was so smooth how you worked that in
I
there.
mean,
Yeah, well, and I'm okay with that because I want.
That
one
was
too.
so smooth. It was scary, Andre.
absolutely.
Listen, let me tell
Wasn't
you.
even my
It was-
intent.
Let
Hey,
me
just
tell you,
work-
I introduced this to Sunset Bar and Grill.
Okay, so here we go. We have a glass here,
Uh-huh.
and we have some of those
So we have
Help
the
yourself,
glass,
Andre.
just the
4th
one.
of July ice cubes on there.
Can we get another glass? Do we have another one for me?
We can share.
All right.
I don't have diseases.
Well, I'm sure get some glasses.
You're okay. I like the cherry.
Just let's hope the shit doesn't break down while the engineer
I have
goes away
more
and plays
too, so-
Freebird.
Listen, I'll tell you, I introduced it
awesome.
to Sunset Bar and Grill, which you can get it there. They
Down
have
at the Sunset Grill.
a voodoo lemonade there with my voodoo cherry,
We-
and it is truly amazing.
We got a shout out to Cheeto. Cheeto, put your shirt on and serve the boys.
Ooh.
Ooh, someone's like admiring Cheeto. Put your shirt on.
Oh, Chris. Tampa Chris, I love you, brother. Mr. Gerard, we got to get you over to the house.
Hey, colleague. Good evening. So we're lining up drinks here tonight, apparently at the South Shore Live. And if you'd like a sample, oh, by the way,
It
we
is a
got
vodcast, right?
Yeah.
Vodka cast.
vodka cast. That's what you know. What once a month we're gonna have our vodka cast. How's
I'm
that?
in on that.
All right, so check it out too.
Cheetos get
We
the
also have
rocks.
some giveaways. That shirt that you saw tonight, we're going to give away. We're also going to give away one of these fantastic hats from Illusion Vodka, and he's going to watch it disappear. The way you win a hat is that you have to share this as much as you can to get as many people as you can to comment, and we'll figure out who the hell it was. How's that sound? Or we'll just pick our
Yes.
ringer.
Yeah, there you go.
Yes.
We'll just pick our ringer, but please share and like.
Yeah.
Thank you,
Oh, cool.
Cheeto.
Oh, Cheeto went ice out.
Thank
so-
you.
So
Boom.
this is Illusion Vodka, and now we're doing a taste test here. And this is an honest review, correct?
Yeah, very honest.
What is your experience as far as being able to
Yeah.
review things, Andre?
So you guys know this. Here's the other thing. I'm going to be honest with you.
I'll do a splash. Give me a
Is-
splash of the plain vodka because
is-
I had the cherry. the
I'm
other
in on
day.
that
It was
too. I
to
want
die
the
for.
I only review
I want
one
to try
thing.
it.
How
And
long-
I'm not a
how long
vodka
have you
guy,
been
full
reviewing?
disclosure.
I've been reviewing for a little bit over 2
Good,
years,
good,
and I
good.
review only one thing. That way, you can become an expert at that one thing. If I review different items, how am I going to be an expert of that item? If I review wings
Correct.
and I only review wings,
Then you have
then I have a wing expertise.
And
I'm a wing connoisseur. At
as
that
well.
point in
You
time.
also have a
I have a
benchmark.
wing experience.
You have a benchmark of what do you
Okay.
expect?
I review Cuban sandwiches.
Gotcha.
All right. And I will only review a Cuban sandwich. And with that, I'm able to critique the difference between a Miami and a Tampa Cuban. But if I reviewed a Cuban sandwich, a Panera bread sandwich, a chicken sandwich,
Colleen, when
how
you coming
am I
on?
actually reviewing a good rate
It's got to be
when
consistent.
I'm not becoming an expert of that particular taste bite.
All right, we ready to review this?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, now
So,
again,
hey,
I don't
now,
drink ice.
Colleen, when do you want to come on the show? Do you want to call in? We'll have you, Colleen, if you want, message us and we'll
would
bring
have
you
some
on.
fun with Colleen.
Hey, so I'll do it. I'll do the Illusion Vodka toast. It's,
Okay.
All right, here we go,
Let's
guys.
go.
It's
Oh, you got the white one.
it's basically my commercial in short sense. Here we go. Life's an illusion. This vodka's real. Dare to be amazed. So smooth it's scary. Just looking through the bottle may make you a little tipsy. Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers, guys.
I like that.
Cheers.
Okay. I am not a vodka person. I do not enjoy I do not enjoy vodka. I do not. The only time I drink vodka is with a Bloody Mary.
Gotcha.
I would drink this.
On the
Yeah.
rocks. We're drinking
Dude,
this on the rocks.
dude,
guys.
this is on the
You gotta
rocks.
Try it straight. I
Okay,
don't have
this
any-
is straight
Okay.
on the
We're
rocks.
good.
Okay,
All right.
and I have not liked a vodka in like 20 years. And I owned a freaking bar, right? I had a bar. This is freaking smooth.
You're not gagging.
I mean, I had the
No.
cherry before because I was like,
You
oh,
haven't tried-
I
you
don't want
tried
to
this
like
yet?
show the
You
bad.
don't drink.
He doesn't drink, and that's cool.
Here, let me fix that for you. You're not gonna drink.
Take some of that much.
You're not
Takes.
gonna drink, but just look through the bottle. Here, you'll feel the same.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's
It's
crystal
so
clear.
smooth, it's scary. It really is.
It's
I mean,
crystal clear.
it's an amazing.
It
bottle.
is okay.
I created the artwork.
How come I see a naked
I'm
girl
gonna
in
get
here, dude?
trashed. I'm gonna need a driver.
These are all my magic tricks. I
I
do
know,
in
but I
real
see a
life on
naked
the
girl
bottle,
there.
which makes it really cool.
Oh,
I
it's just.
basically-
I'm sorry,
All
it's
right.
just a spider.
I'm just going to tell you, in look, for the non-alcoholic person, for the every person, we've all had cough drops.
Yep.
We've had good ones. We've had bad
Oh
ones.
yeah,
Ludens
rock.
Oh,
is one of those cough drops you don't even need to be sick.
No, you eat those as
To have-
candy when you.
dude, that
when-
This
fisherman, the
tastes
fisherman.
in
like
fourth
a
grade, you ate, and you
Ludens
kept the
cough
cans.
drop, and I
Oh,
apologize
yeah.
if that offends you.
No, it
but
doesn't. It
I
doesn't.
remember as a
I've
kid-
had people tell me that, but I guess
Whoa.
if you here's the difference. I have one guy. He buys a case of this and he keeps it in because he has two houses. He has one here and one in North Carolina, and he goes back and forth and he gets a case of this every time he's here. And he drinks a martini almost every night. He shakes it on ice and he pours it. He gets it ice cold, and the more it melts with a little bit of ice, it becomes.
Dude,
smooth.
I would do a vodka martini.
Well, listen,
For-
it's the
I would-
cherry
I would
boozy
actually-
martini.
Nuts,
It's
dude.
amazing.
Well,
Now,
even the
listen,
cherry, but the regular I do.
Well, yeah, exactly that too. But the cherry is cherry infused. We use a Montmorency cherry. It's like a more of a tart cherry than a sweet cherry. So
Mhm.
there's no sweetness to it. It's more of a tart and it's got a good smooth taste. I mean, that vodka itself is amazing.
Oh,
It really is.
Ludens. This is a Ludens cough drop getting me tipsy.
Well,
Yeah.
guys, we're gonna take
We're
a break.
gonna take a break, shut down, and
Come
then
back.
when we're gonna come back, we're gonna talk about honest reviews.
Honest reviews.
All right.
Life's an illusion. This vodka's real. Dare to be amazed? So smooth it's scary that just looking through this bottle may make you a little tipsy. And with a wave of your hand, you become the magician, changing 20s into hundreds. And with a wave of your spectator's hand, we can make them scream in fear. Illusion Vodka truly is so smooth it's scary. I wrote it on every bottle. Illusion Vodka 6 times distilled, 10 times filtered, made with a Midwestern winter wheat by a real master distiller who's been making vodka for over 50 years. If you'd like to become the life of your next big gathering, click the link now and buy today. Illusion Vodka, so smooth it's scary. Dare to be amazed?
MF Barbecue. Tasty, juicy, delicious. Ribs, brisket, and pork. Slow smoked overnight to be done fresh for you Thursdays to Sundays, right here in the South Shore area. Based out of Riverview, we are most often located at the Shell gas station at the corner of McMullen and Boyette Road. But since we are a food truck, we're mobile. Catch us at places like Flooring Master, Peter Ford, or Cigars on the Boulevard. Or even have us cater your next big event, from a graduation party to a birthday, or really just for the hell of it. Come hang out and try a special for the week, such as brisket chili or Texas Twinkies, and maybe even meet a special guest. Find us on
everybody. We want to thank everyone for sticking around. We are live here in a beautiful Apollo Beach, Florida, South Shore Live. We want to thank everybody who supports our show. You may not see them. They may not have their stuff running in the background. We want to thank Jen Budd for making our place smell amazing. We want to thank Trisha Pure Romance because her passion is helping you find your passion. And also a big shout out to her. She got an award today, or I think a certificate of being a coach. Is it or a menopause coach for all you guys out there who are going through?
If your wife is going through menopause, just set her up with Trish, and you're good to go.
Also, to Ali Serrano Portraits, fantastic. We want to thank Cars and Coffee. A great event here every second Wednesday, every second Saturday, 8 to 10. I keep saying Wednesday. I don't know.
Wednesdays would be nice.
Wednesday would be cool too.
Wednesdays would be cool.
And then
Kings of Apollo Beach, which we're gonna talk about next week when we talk about the hurricane prep stuff like that. And hey, real quick, we got Heath on.
We got Heath joining us for this segment of the show. And how are you, everyone? Heath, introduce everyone to who you are.
How you guys doing? Can you hear me?
I can hear you, bro.
Over.
Awesome. Man, I'm doing great. Just got done playing football with a 9-year-old.
I hope it was Madden.
No, actual throwing the ball back and forth.
Nice.
Out at the wedding. So I'm actually drinking water and Gatorade tonight.
Good.
Well, I'm glad someone is around here.
Yeah, cheers.
So and also too, we're going to be doing some giveaways. So we would like everyone to throw some questions our way. If you have any vodka questions, any air filter questions, any web questions, any cleaning questions, any advice as far as your business for JD Coaching, just ask those questions. We'll point you in the right direction. So tonight we're going to be discussing. Well, first of all, I think we should discuss the milkshake factory itself. I've been there. You've been there.
Oh my God, dude.
Joanne was there. I'd like to give my quick impression of it. And I did a video there. Got a great pop. Great welcome to the community. You're not a slop shop by any means. In my mind, it was like Steak and Shake met Subway, and they came out with and the presentation was perfect. Like those two with the old time feel and the fresh ingredients being made in front of you.
Yeah, for the service side, not the product.
Oh no, not the product. I mean, just the impression.
You go in, there's the line.
No, I'm just talking about.
You select your order, the presentation.
Yeah, it had kind of like that little kind of like Main Street feel to it, which was beautiful. It wasn't like so mechanized and so like curt. It
feels like I'm going to the old style
malt
soda
shop. Exactly.
malt shop.
But it wasn't over the top. It wasn't like like Farrell's was over the top.
Right. Yeah.
So I mean, you walked in there.
Or the friendly ice cream or whatever.
Yeah.
They had the kitchen sink thing.
See, so I mean, so in that respect, when you walked in, I felt very comfortable. They weren't trying to oversell me. My impression was they were $7 to about $12 depending on what you wanted, and I felt that I got my money's worth on the product. It tasted delicious, and their presentation was great. With that being said, because you're on the show.
You went during the grand opening.
So
there were like 300 people.
1 hour we were there. We lived in Pennsylvania. The ice cream was so rich, delicious, and fresh. I got a caramel with salt, and I wanted something totally different. And it was spot on. The amount of variations you could have there at a price point, which if you're going to spend $9 for a coffee, why wouldn't you just buy this?
Well, and the point was, and we talked about this before the show. I'm not a milkshake guy. I'm not supposed to have the dairy, but I drank every freaking bit of that, and I was like sucking it down on the straw.
Joanne too.
I got the raspberry and cream. It
Yeah.
was that freaking good. It is 3/4 of a pound of ice cream in a shake. It's 11.5 ounces. Okay.
Was that the 3-day they were doing?
They were doing a BOGO.
First 100 people was
yesterday.
buy one.
I went yesterday.
Yeah.
And I went simply to try it because I'd heard some stuff and I saw another review and I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna go do this. It's not on my diet and I'm gonna do it anyway. And I chose the one. I asked the staff, the two folks that were there, and the one recommended the double chocolate cake thing, and I'm like, that sounds too rich. And then Megan, great little gal, that'll get me in trouble, I'm sure, but a great gal, and she was super friendly, and she goes, my favorite is this raspberry cream thing, and I'm like, okay, I'll get yours.
That's what she got.
And oh my God, And then they had me try the cake pop because somebody had commented about the cake not being chocolatey or something. That was like a brownie. Oh my God.
I didn't go that deep. I couldn't go that deep.
Have you ever had chocolate cake shake from like
Portillo's?
Is it sort of like that?
Oh, in some respects, yeah, but it was more ice cream based rather than It was.
This is
Yeah.
Oh
correct.
yeah.
This is hand
This
scooped.
is basically hand scooped ice cream, made to order. Mine took about 3 minutes to make.
Boutique.
And there were a couple people there when I got there. It wasn't really busy, and there you go.
Yeah, I see it now.
And all kinds of chocolate.
See what I mean with the lettering and all that?
And then I ended up buying a little chocolate for my wife.
This is packed.
My wife wanted a milkshake, and so she was having one of those chemo days. So I'm like, I'll go, and then I'm like, oh, I can't take it back and have it really be frozen. It'd be melted with this temperature. But we got her some chocolate.
So we went on. Mike was on the show last week, and he invited us down. He was a great guest, and we went there on his opening day to support and also to try the product.
And the max time was about 20 minutes.
Once they got up and running, remember they had people in there for their opening alone, so you didn't just see the line. Obviously, it was their first day. It was their press day. They had probably 50 people in there. That weren't online. Now we could have jumped the line because we could have, but we don't play that game.
Right.
And so people at first were like, oh, it's taking a little long. And then after about 10 minutes, after they cut the ribbon, people started walking out. We were golden. And then within an hour, and it was very hot, but there was 100 people ahead of me. They went through, and each one got at least one.
If you're going to a grand opening,
free water, hold on. And what else were we doing? Chocolates, and while you were online, they were giving you chocolates which didn't melt.
Right.
While you were online, they were giving to hold you over. They did a great job.
If you go to a grand opening of anything, you're not going there to just go in and out. You're
No.
going there for the event.
Correct.
Right.
The
And on
event is a
Sunday,
grand opening.
so Sunday afternoon,
Grand opening following day.
he had pulled up when I was talking to him after I went there and gave the review, and I wanted to give an honest review as somebody that doesn't drink milkshakes. And I was floored. And so when we were talking about it, I asked him again about how the business was and all of that kind of stuff. And he did, there you go. Take a cooler. Yeah. I need to totally pack it.
I thought about that.
He did ferocious numbers.
Yeah. So he was doing on Sunday afternoon at 5, between 4 and 5. I think his report, the franchise has awesome information, right? So he could pull it up, and they were doing 1.5 shakes a minute.
Oh,
yeah. And you look and go, wow, okay, people were whining about
specialized.
20 minutes.
It's not like it's one shake that they're making on a conveyor belt. I want this.
When I was there were only a few people because it was middle of Monday afternoon, and the one guy is like, well, wait, I don't want banana. I want strawberries instead of the banana. And and I feel bad because the kids, they have these recipes, right? So you get one banana or two, but whatever goes in that shake. Well, now they got to figure out how many strawberries match a banana
on grand opening day.
On grand opening day or grand opening weekend. On grand opening weekend,
they had one other day they probably worked. Everything else was a soft load in.
Oh yeah, this was soft, and and for somebody to do an honest review,
so-called honest.
And by the way, I have a problem with that guy because
I think
he's far from being honest.
We all know him.
I knew
personally.
him in the beginning.
He got a bad milkshake out of 1,000.
Well, he bitched about it being too expensive. Well, first off,
don't go to a milkshake place.
Don't go to a milkshake place. Fucking go to McDonald's.
Yeah, this is what I was going to say. Listen, we can't.
And as an honest review guy, I know multiple restaurants that have been shook down to be featured on his honest review. Where
and what happens
you
if
want
you
to
don't?
give me several hundred? You want to give me several $100s of gift cards for me to get free shit, and I'm going to give you a solid review.
And do a raffle that no one wins.
A
raffle that no one.
Well, and by the way, as a licensed fundraising consultant, that's a freaking felony.
Yes, raffle.
And those raffles disgust me because it's illegal and criminal to do those
Tampa
raffles.
Chris says not honest at all.
Let me mention this too. For example, here's the thing. I'm not going to take a recommendation from someone that has no culinary experience whatsoever.
Dude,
that
I own a
reviews
restaurant,
all kinds
and I'm
of
not
different
qualified to do it.
foods. You can't be an expert of all different foods.
I met Teo. He was a barbecue expert. He was a judge.
I am an actual
You are.
official
Yes.
You've been
barbecue
online.
judge. I've been to
Oh, yeah.
classes.
You told me
I've
that.
passed exams.
When I met him,
You
and-
are
and
going to take your taste
I am a
bud
licensed.
to heart.
I am a licensed barbecue judge.
I asked you that. I
You-
said, "Are you serious?" You go, "Yes, I'm licensed." at
Dale.
yeah,
this," and
I
was
actually
mesmerized.
have
You
certificates
could
and license
go to a
and
barbecue
qualifications.
joint and make or break them because I would trust your judgment because you have.
You have
You
to
have-
spend you have to do so many competitions. You have to do
Yes,
all
you're not
kinds of
just-
stuff. I am
Yep.
a licensed
You
barbecue
are-
judge.
I would definitely take your review highly of any barbecue joint.
There
And if anything-
there is a whole deal behind judging barbecue, and judging anything. And also, I have a license in steak judging as well. Howard, with his well done, he would get slaughtered.
Thank you.
But it's still damn good.
Let me clear this
Sorry,
up.
Teo, but I like my shit killed.
It is good.
Let me clear that up. So I'm not going to take a
Dead
review
as
from,
fuck.
But go ahead.
from a guy that goes to a place that's been established since 1914 and say his particular review on it. This particular same guy would go to Wendy's and give them a
A
9.
9.
Okay.
Because he'll call up
So-
customer service and say his stuff wasn't right, or call the
Yes, and I
manager.
need $100 in gift cards to give to people.
So here's my problem.
A winner.
If you watch the
Here's my
review,
problem. If
it's
you're
jaded.
online, and you're begging for diapers for your kids, you're begging for formula for your kids, you can't afford. You need help with your car getting it fixed. You want your kids are going to play in sports, but you don't have the money to do that. But then suddenly you have the money to go out and eat
At these places that are $18 a plate.
or more.
Yeah.
Or
But you know what I mean?
more,
If you're getting
and-
tenders and
then-
fries and a salad,
so
it's
where
18
in the hell
bucks.
do you get that money? I'm sorry. I have worked my ass off for what I have in my life. And there's been a couple times where I've lost it all and I've rebuilt. And my wife and I, we lived on frickin' rice
Ramen.
and
We've all been there,
pasta. And did I buy quality pasta sauce? No, man. The Hunt's 10 for $10.
That's it.
Man. And I still do that. And you know what? And I could make that
Mac and
a
cheese,
long
baby.
distance. And dude, I survived
Let's-
college on that.
I
And
know.
used my grandfather, military veteran, and I would go to the commissary with my grandfather, and mac and cheese was 10 for $1.
Yeah.
And I would buy freaking $10 worth of mac and cheese.
And eat a
that
box
would,
at a
that,
time.
that would give me 100. That would
I
give me
know.
100 freaking meals for $10.
Now I chop in hot
I
dogs.
do.
And
with it.
powdered milk. I do the powdered milk because
We've
I
done
couldn't
that.
afford real milk.
We've all been
And-
there.
And if you are
More or less.
constantly begging for free shit because you can't get off your butt, or you got fired for breaking the rules and then blame somebody for getting fired. Like this guy posted, he had a job with DoorDash, and he posted pictures of people that gave him bad tips.
Oh, yeah.
Well, first off, maybe you're the problem for getting the bad tips.
Well-
Maybe your crappy attitude, maybe the way you attitude, I don't know, whatever reason. But you got crappy tips, and then you posted on social media pictures of the people that gave you a crappy tip, and you got fired from DoorDash. And then you blamed people for getting you fired. Dude, you chose to get fired.
Oh yeah.
You knew the rules when you signed up for that, and you chose to get fired. You got yourself fired, not the community for somebody ratted you out or you got caught. If you rob a bank
Just
and you get caught, you know what? You fucked around and you found
Just
out, but
not
you made the
honest.
mistake.
Just
And it's not honest. You're not
honest.
honest. If you break the rules, if you shake a restaurant down to do reviews, you're not being honest.
And
And I will call you out every damn day because it's wrong.
and let me do this. Let me bring this
And
up.
we do full disclosure. I
Yes,
paid for my
yes.
milkshake.
Yes.
I got nothing in return for my positive review. And I've given bad reviews and I've gotten people really pissed at me about it.
I have to bring this up, and this is a clear thing. So listen, first and foremost, guys, we're all adults here. We don't dwell on this. This is not what we focus on. However, if you're going to call out a local business that we specifically had the week prior, that we know is a good business.
How could he just
1914,
opened up?
We're gonna go ahead and give some back on that because we stick up for the people that we promote here on this group.
When I created my Facebook groups, closed group, foodies group, and I have 42,000 people in my Sarasota foodies group. Okay, and we have a rule: if you want to give a shit review, absolutely fair game. But first, you need to talk to the damn manager and see if they were going to make
resolve
it
it.
Okay. And if they don't resolve it, fair game, right? If it's a fair game, it's there. And
I want to be
Colleen, Tampa, Chris, you guys are spot on.
I want to be the one that brings this up because I brought it up to you guys.
What's that,
Here's the biggest, easiest scenario. So we're, I'm not going to be specific.
Meanwhile, Heath is on the phone. Heath is online going, what the hell did I walk into?
There's an honest food review guy going on around here. And you know what? I'm going to be honest with you. I created the Cuban sandwich review a few years back, and I believe that this has something to do with that at one point, but he's definitely taking it to the level, which I don't care because my primary industry is air filter changes. So with that being said, this is what I would tell anyone that does not know him. Look at his personal profile. Personal profile has 0 to 5 likes. Those same videos that he's doing on the Honest page, which is who he's hiding from.
So by the way,
you look at his real page,
I didn't
he has
know
no
that
likes.
was who it was. When he started posting, I didn't realize who it was. And I'm like, wow, that's okay.
Hiding behind
and then I got a message from one of the restaurants that he reviewed. And I'm not going to name it because they asked to keep it under wraps. And they go, he told me I had to give him X number of gift cards.
Yes.
To be featured. And fuck you, you're not honest.
I have a restaurant, and I'm not going to mention it, but we were talking about that restaurant earlier today. This particular restaurant got what we call above an 8.5 review, which above an 8.5 review, from my understanding, you get a flyer that says
congratulations.
With that 8.5 review, I was told that this business had to give them a gift.
So that's basically the same feedback I got from a different restaurant, and we know.
Isn't that essentially extortion?
Two restaurants.
So what we're trying to say.
Now, what happens to some people if they don't give it? Does he still give reviews?
So I have no idea how he runs it. I have no idea how he runs it.
But I don't know. He slammed. He said the Milkshake Factory is expensive. Is it expensive? Yeah.
No,
but it's not.
It's not.
But hold on. If you're comparing McDonald's to that, but you know what? McDonald's is powdered whatever, man. That freaking dude.
At the time the machine
Dude,
doesn't
yeah,
work.
but you're spending.
You should bring up on my timeline the orange dream that we had in the hurricane that was in my freezer for 2 weeks without power and 100-degree temperature, and it still showed the scoop marks. Okay, that's McDonald's. Okay. Now Stacy went the other day. She was
but it's $3. It's $3 for a shake at McDonald's.
It was 7 something at Sonic. She went to Sonic. It was like $7 or $8 for a milkshake at Sonic's. And
they're not a great milkshake.
And that's not a great milkshake.
It's okie dokie.
So
I don't want to.
I felt. I looked at it and said, okay, the milkshake was freaking incredible.
It was great.
Was it worth I think it was $9 with tax. Totally worth it. I got $9 worth of enjoyment out of it. And that's how I look at it. I remember getting a huge fight with my father. My father was the king of coupons and cheapness. And
pops.
And we had actually we had it was one of my father was in town, and we had gotten I had gotten my patent awarded that day, one of my patents. And he's like, where do you want to eat? And I was like, oh, you know what? We'll just go to Alpa's, right? So because I'd been working, and then we went to a nice seafood dinner elsewhere the next day. But they had just gotten into town, and we get there, and my father's like, well, do they have free refills on soda? It says soda by the glass. I'm like, I don't know. He goes, I thought you ate here before. I go, I have. And he goes, well, do they charge you for refills? I'm like, I don't know. He's like, how do you not know? Don't you look at the check? I go, yeah. I go, we go out to dinner. It's $30. It was a great dinner. It was $30. I got $30 worth of enjoyment out of it. I had $15 for a tip, and it was good. And he goes, but you don't look at the details? I'm like, no, because I looked at it as, did I get $9 of enjoyment for that milkshake?
Experience.
Fuck yeah, I did. And I'll do it again.
I don't get
and I'm
nine.
going to take my friends' kids to go get milkshakes there.
I
'cause
don't
it was
make me stop
frickin'
on the way
good.
home and
And
get
on a
my
good-
girlfriend one on the way home.
on
man.
another
You
point,
will. If you go up on 301, you should stop.
I
and
also
get,
don't get I don't get my $12 worth of enjoyment buying a soda at a football game, but $7 at a milkshake or $8 for a milkshake when I have nothing going on and want to get a milkshake is very fair.
I'm gonna be the other guy on the ladder, which will come across cocky and weird,
Go
and
ahead.
messed up. If it's good, I don't fuck what it costs.
Well, you are
Right?
you're bougie as fuck.
dude, I'm
Right?
that way.
Go Buck.
I won't pay. I won't pay $20. I won't pay $20 for a pair of
Heath,
jeans.
what do you got going on?
What do you
My
think,
language.
man? What's going on with you?
Heath, what do you think about this discussion?
Illusions vodka.
You know what's so cool is I get people all the time. You know,
I love how this goes. I just absolutely love
Hold on.
how you
Hold on.
guys go.
Hang on, Bob. Go ahead.
Go ahead, Keith.
Keith.
I love how
Keith,
you guys get
Fuck
going
louder.
on.
Turn your mic up.
Hey, Illusion Vodka, love it. Absolutely love it.
thanks, man.
Good to see you. Hey, I wanted to thanks for having us on, man. Yeah, we got some cool stuff coming up. Got a fantastic partnership with Full Range Foundation right there in Apollo Beach. Emma Martin and Christy Hennett. They
Oh,
they have a phenomenal organization.
So what's the
Um,
free range do?
Full Range
Or Full Range,
is
sorry.
so they're a therapy group that offers coaching, therapy, and a wide range of different different services all across the board. They're a military reach foundation. They work with sexual traffic victims, all different kinds of things. So we've done some stuff with them. So we've got some partnership opportunities in the works. One of them is going to be a camp in September that we're planning right now. But there's two things coming up. One of them is going to be June 12th at 6 at the Sunset Grill, and it's going to be a military mental health panel and community forum.
Do you have a poster that you can send over to us? We can post it on here.
I do
Send it over
actually.
to Miss Joanne behind the console, JD Coaching Service. Apollo Beach Public. Send it to me.
Yeah, have her send that to me real quick.
The
and
messenger
I'll,
you got from us, you can send it right there. She can pull it up
Okay.
right there.
yeah,
Go ahead.
I'll forward that over.
Tell us
There's
about
going
your
to be
organization. You know, a lot
some
of us
community
know what you
speakers.
do, but tell everybody what you do.
So our foundation is we work with first responders in crisis, first responders and their families in crisis.
And what's the
So-
name of your organization, your foundation?
So we're Retreat for Heroes.
There you go.
And that stems from basically my career and
Yep.
all of the things that came from my career and the nightmares that happened from it, and me losing my family and trying to take my life and recovering from that and wanting to make sure it doesn't happen to anybody else. So I founded Retreat for Heroes. And so
Thank
our
you for
service
that.
flag is police, fire, EMS, dispatchers, doctors, nurses, veterans, military, and non-DOD civilian contractors. And
Now
so,
you're a veteran, right? And you were a police officer or SWAT or
so police, fire, EMS, dispatcher, veteran, and
Thank you for
some
your
contracting. So those are all the hats that I
Yes,
wore
it
throughout
is.
my career, starting
So how
at
can
18.
people help you out, Heath?
So I'm gonna send you links to the different things that are going on. One's gonna be the panel. We're doing they're hosting a military appreciation cruise through Latitude Touring, and that's
Okay.
gonna be Thursday night.
Those are good peeps.
So I'll send that over.
Looks like fun. I've seen a bunch
Um,
of things that they've done.
And then there's so also another organization near and dear to my heart that I've actually joined the board of directors for is Paws of Courage, and they're doing their annual fundraiser on June 22nd. And so
Now,
they
do
are
you
the
have?
ones that gave me my service dog.
I was going to say. So where is your pooch? You have your pooch there handy? Can you
He's
bring him up on
actually
camera?
he's
is he
actually
napping?
outside right now.
Oh, okay.
He's outside playing with the other dog.
Cool.
But so they gave me my service dog 100% free of charge. All
Awesome.
training 100% free of charge. Vet care, everything, all done. All I do is from this point maintain, and that's it. But all of the about $30,000 worth of training, 100% free of charge to me. So yeah, I mean, to be able to have that service dog after what I went through at that time was just yeah, a godsend,
Immeasurable.
absolute godsend. And so they're doing their annual fundraiser. It'll be over in Hudson at the I want to say, give me just a second, let me pull it up here. It'll be at the it's Doggone Great Summer Kickoff Party at the Arapeca Elks Lodge in Hudson, Florida.
Nice.
And then real quick to the other one.
We also have a fact checker coming across with some amazing facts here.
Oh yeah.
All the ice cream shops like Dairy Queen, Andy's, Rita's, Twisty Freeze, Twisty Treat, Cold Stone, etc., milkshake factories all have about the same prices.
Yep.
Can I give a shout out before we wait for Heath?
So Heath, while you're thinking about that, also we got to get you back on the boat, man. We got to get out for a sunset cruise and a cigar. It's been too long, my friend. You
Yeah.
I saw you the other day quickly in the
Yeah.
road. And but otherwise, the last time I saw you was like during the hurricane when you came over to help us out and bring us fans and everything. So I miss you, my friend. We got to get you out. So
It's all
you
right.
just tell me when you want to come. I got a full boat on Thursday, but the rest of the time I'm pretty open. So come
That'd be
over and
awesome.
hang us
That'd be
tomorrow.
awesome. Let me fullrangefoundation.com.
Okay.
That's Emma and Christie's. Retreatforheroes.org is mine.
Yep.
And
get that up
then
there on the bar for you.
and then I'll send you the links to the events. But
Perfect.
man, I love you guys. I absolutely love you guys. Thanks for having me
appreciate
on.
you. Love you
and,
too.
You know, giving me just that time to push those events out, and I appreciate it.
No worries.
Always.
We recognize you. Like I said, I knew you were here before on the show. And if you don't mind, can I just give a shout out to these guys that are following us and commenting? Tampa Chris, we appreciate you actually commenting. I think Collie was up.
Collie's fantastic.
And then we have Colleen. And then
It's
Michelle.
it's all C's.
Any people following us and commenting, I want to give you guys a shout out because you are literally taking time out of your Tuesday to enjoy
Colleen.
us.
We love Colleen.
Who's getting the hat? Who's getting the hat?
And then the 10 live people.
I gotta say Tampa Chris, because Tampa Chris has the most comments.
Thank
today.
you, Anthony. Thank you. We see you too. So I wanted to appreciate everyone.
We're going to take a break in a second and then wrap up the show with a few little stories we got for you and some shout outs. Also, we want to talk about Illusion Vodka one more time.
And we got Retreat for Heroes up there. He's information. So anyway, but hey, everybody, thanks, everybody. We'll be back in just a few minutes. And
2 minutes.
Check out a couple of the commercials from our sponsors.
Yep.
MF Barbecue. Tasty, juicy, delicious ribs, brisket, and pork. Slow smoked overnight to be done fresh for you Thursdays to Sundays, right here in the South Shore area. Based out of Riverview, we are most often located at the Shell gas station at the corner of McMullen and Boyette Road. But since we are a food truck, we're mobile. Catch us at places like Flooring Master, Peter Ford, or Cigars on the Boulevard. Or even have us cater your next big event, from a graduation party to a birthday, or really just for the hell of it. Come hang out and try a special for the week, such as brisket chili or Texas Twinkies, and maybe even meet a special guest. Find us on Facebook and Google.
The Web Design Ninja is your one-stop shop for all things internet. Our dedicated team has been building internet solutions for businesses large and small since 1993. We specialize in creating eye-catching designs, search engine optimization, complex e-commerce, and custom app integration. Whether you need a simple website or a complex e-commerce or phone app, our team of experts is here for you. Give us a call today.
Did you know that South Shore Cleaning and Supply is locally owned and operated for over 5 years? Oh, there's Howard the owner. Everyone say hi to Howard. You also might have seen one of their vehicles around town. They offer a variety of cleaning services from carpets to tile and grout, laminate and wood floorings, as well as pet remediation and much more. Call today for a free estimate at 8133-642185.
And hey, we are
Awesome.
back, everybody, from beautiful South Shore.
Heyo.
Apollo Beach.
Absolutely.
It
Hey,
is about-
Sandy, good to see you on here. We love you too.
It's about
Yes.
95 degrees still outside. It feels like 140. Welcome to Mars. And we're,
Dude, I was working on the truck today. so
dude,
I
you
got
must.
the-
That's
I
how you
got the
lost 10
last-
pounds today.
I got the last of the rust. I had some holes from where I removed the chrome and I was doing the fiberglass. And I'm like, this 8 to 12 minutes, screw that. It's like 3 minutes max on the setup time.
Billion
in this
degrees.
heat. I'm like
Ah.
on it. I'm like just
Well,
getting
Gino
it
just
done.
came from Michigan. He says it was in the 40s.
40s.
40-degree swing, 50-degree swing. I want to thank everyone who's been a guest on the show. We're going on to probably at least 60 people, 60 different businesses. There's a lot of here to shout out. John Starry, one of them.
Roofer.
Yeah, great roofer. Tim Nargi's coming back on the show.
Cool.
He's going to do a recap of since he's been in office, what he's been doing over at Mirror Bay. Just going down the list here. I want to thank Pressure Joe. He's due to come back on the show.
Dude, he did such a great job screening in my front porch area that got messed up after the hurricane. He came over,
Very
put kick
clutch.
plates in, phenomenal, on time, communication, perfect.
Programming note. Next week is a show devoted truly to hurricane preparedness, because then after that we're taking a break for about 3 weeks. We're going to come on back unless the hurricane knocks the shit out of everything again. But that being said, next week's show is going to be all about hurricane, and then that's also sponsored by Illusion Vodka, meaning
Yeah.
that you're going to need your vodka for your hurricane,
You
and Bob is the right guy for the job.
Hey, and if you're one of those that have that Halloween party, you're definitely gonna want one of those.
Oh yeah, so
all right.
yeah, let's talk about the Halloween party. You're having a Halloween party.
Yeah,
In
Illusion
July.
Vodka Halloween party in July.
I'm shooting a video that I'm making a commercial for my vodka because I'm now online in almost every state except for Alaska, Hawaii, and Mississippi. And don't ask me why.
And you're all invited.
Well, Yeah, no, not everybody.
Everyone's invited.
Hey, I'll
Only the
tell you
cool
what, if you would
people.
like to get an invite to my party, it's a unique party.
You have to like Illusion Vodka first of all on Facebook.
Yes.
That's how you get your first way of possibly getting an invitation to this
Yes.
exclusive event of 100 people only.
No, it's going to be more
3,000 people will be at Bob's house.
not that many, but we're going to have a nice party. It's going to be somewhere in between there, and I'll tell you what, it's going to be kind of unique. You're going to get a chance to taste the vodka. You're going to get a chance to see the magic. Hey, listen, if you're bringing somebody that doesn't like spiders, don't mention anything about spiders before time, and make sure I know about it ahead of
Joanne.
Oh my goodness, you will have the time of your life.
'Cause we'll
And
pick
we'll
that
have
person.
video to record it.
Do
And
you
hey,
need a
listen,
place to host?
what's that?
Do you need a place to host it?
I have a place.
Well,
I mean, but you got something better.
Local? We could do my house here.
Well, let's check it out. I mean, yeah,
Yeah.
I got something unique. Here, let me tell you a little bit about it. I've been doing magic for 30 years as a hobby. Got pretty good at it, and I created this really cool bottle. It's unique. It comes with magic tricks. Allows people to become, like if you buy the bottle base, Bob, show me the magic trick. Hey, there's a magic trick, comes with the bottle. You get to do magic. It's amazing. I fooled some of the best magicians in Vegas with it, and I'm pretty proud of that. I mean, I had all of them asking me for bottles. You can see a video on my TikTok page of all these magicians that have a bottle of my vodka on their shelf. Something unique. You definitely want one on your shelf. It's an art piece. It's a magic trick. It's some great vodka, and I got to tell you, it's great.
Oh, it's
I'm gonna
awesome.
make some. I'm gonna
But
make
hold on,
some.
The vodka is it really is so smooth and scary. I fucking wrote it on every bottle. Sorry, excuse the
Perfect.
language.
No. I
It
swear
says so smooth, it's scary right on the bottle on every bottle I produce.
I am going
It
to
really
make some gifts
Yeah,
disappear.
So we're gonna
So
do that.
we're gonna give our giveaways out.
So we drew we selected
We did.
cards,
We did.
and Tampa Chris
Yes, sir.
Is the winner
of
of
the hat.
Tampa
you're
Chris
gonna
from
love
our
this
friends
hat.
at Illusion Vodka. You get your choice
Hey,
of the
if you're
white
still
or the black
online,
hat.
if you're still online, yeah, white or black. I got both here. You get
Let us know, and we'll get that to you. And then the shirt. It was on your side.
It's an illusion.
I gave it to you.
Oh, let's see.
Okay.
It's an
So,
All right, Chris,
and
white
we'll
or
get it-
black? Which one do you want? You want the white one
peach one
or the
here.
black
They'll have
one?
illusion. I don't
Yeah.
Or the white one? You like that? Or the black
know.
one?
We got
Cheeto, you like that? Cheeto's like, that's one hell of a trick you're doing. The white one or the black one? Oh, it looks
then-
like Chris gets the black one. Congratulations from our
Nice.
friends
There
at
you go.
Illusion Vodka.
All
Make
right.
sure you like them on Facebook. Make sure you like them on Instagram. Make sure you like them on TikTok. Make sure you like South Shore Live. Make sure you like your mother.
There you go. And then the winner of the shirt
All right, the
is
winner of the shirt,
Colleen Ann. So
Colleen Ann. Colleen Ann, you are the winner of
Colleen
the
won
Good
the
Morning,
shirt.
Don't Be a Shitty Person shirt.
And we just need to know what size you want.
Oh no, she's
and,
getting this one, dude.
Okay, well,
We're gonna
she might
sign
want a
this.
smaller one or a larger. I don't know.
One
I
size
think that's
fits
a
all.
medium.
Yeah, this is good for
Yeah,
most
okay.
people. And there you go. Thank you guys. So continue on. Party on, Garth. Party on.
So next week we're going to talk about hurricane prep.
Yes, we
And
are.
I always go through and talk about what to do to prepare for a hurricane because I've been through this before. And I got to tell you, this last one, even I was unprepared for a lot of stuff. And I'm glad that we're going to go over all the mistakes I made in the last 25 years of preparing for a hurricane.
I'm glad I know you. And that's the truth because
Likewise.
we helped each other out.
I was I was far more prepared than other people, but
And you were in the right place at the right time, and I was there at the right place.
dude.
He
I was
stepped
so
out of my
glad.
front door and reached out, and this shingle, this shutter came tearing off, and he did this. He did this Kareem Abdul-Jabbar reach around and grabbed this thing. It was the only thing that was loose on my house, and he stopped it from flying into a van.
Oh yeah.
That was magnificent, Teo.
Oh,
If he was there a minute earlier, wouldn't have been there a minute later.
Oh.
The car was mangled.
it would have been.
It was great.
But anyway, we're gonna talk about that, and then hey, I need to do a little shout out. So I did the
Thank you. I
review.
appreciate
I did
that,
the
too.
honest review of the Milkshake Factory the other day, and a lot of people commented on my hair. So
You've since changed it, haven't you?
so I cut my hair, and the reason I cut my hair was because so I used to have really long hair, and I cut my hair because I caught it on fire 3 times in a row with the truck. So with the cigar, because I have that convertible truck, and the wind is really different than the vet, And when I'm driving, it pulls out of the ponytail, and it like the third time I burned it, which was right before I actually saw you guys at Cars and Coffee. I'm like, all right, I'm cutting it.
It's done.
But I gotta shout out Tangle Me Not, because they took my cigar burned cropped hair and really
Bubble gum.
dude,
Put that in there
Paul,
too.
Paul
Box.
did a great job, and my colors messed up because of all the chlorine in the pool.
Oh,
And
shit.
because I've been like, I work on the truck for like a half hour and I'm soaking wet, so I jump in the pool to cool off. And
Hey,
then I go
younger
back to
Steven
the house,
Seagal. He's right.
and
I like that. That's why
and
you won
everything
the
else.
hat, dude. It's your wit.
Oh, so I don't know. Am I younger than Steven Seagal? I feel
You
like I'm
are,
older than
actually.
Steven Seagal.
Also,
Seagal.
we
But-
also have a
See him last time?
yeah, a few weeks
Oh, I
ago.
know.
How big he was?
Oh,
Isn't he a
he's
cop
huge.
Now? He's a cop now.
He-
isn't he?
Yeah.
No,
No.
he's a communist right now.
I just saw him on
I don't
TikTok.
know. He's
Dude,
huge.
Dude walked
He's
around like
huge.
a
Dude,
weeble
He's like
wobbles,
Jeff
you know what I mean?
McBride. Have you seen Jeff McBride
probably
lately?
still
Jeff,
kick
Jeff
everybody.
McBride
He
is
looks
that
like
big.
Jelly Roll when Jelly Roll made his first hit.
Oh yeah.
Oh my goodness.
We also have a moment from Joanne Duran Coaching and
Thanks,
Tampa
Tampa.
Bay Entertainment.
Yeah.
That means he's not
Can we
allowed
put
back
a
in the
picture of
U.S.
him on the screen? Is there a way we could put the latest
Yes,
one?
you can
You
do it.
got to see this. It's amazing.
All right, so we're gonna circumvent Joanne's. I'll tell you what's going on locally. Let me tell you what. Well, you got to pull up Steven Seagal and his.
We gotta
don't have
get
to. You don't
Joanne
have
on
to. I think
mic,
everybody
because
gets
I
to know
know
what he looks
people
like.
last
Yeah.
week were like, we couldn't hear what was going on for the different events.
Yeah, we got to get Joe on mic. What else I got going on? We got well, we were gonna do boat safety, but you know what? Fuck it.
Hercules hair.
There he goes.
Yeah.
There he goes.
Well, I was
He
also gonna
looks the
mention,
same there
Dude,
than he did 20 years ago.
I'm gonna tell you what, he's dyeing his hair.
No, that's no. Go to type in Steven Seagal.
Does he still have the long hair?
2025,
Does he still
Joanne.
have the long hair?
He doesn't look anything like now. He looks like a pagoda
He's-
now.
Hold on, wait. You got to see this.
Is
He
it
looks
long
like he's
from the
wearing a
side view?
muumuu now.
He does look like he's wearing a muumuu, and that's like not bad because I'm a big fat guy, so
You were.
Still worth 10 million.
I'm dropping down. I'm
Oh,
dropping
man.
down.
I don't want him to see this. He might want to come kick my ass.
Dude, he
He
can
probably
still kick my
I
ass.
can fight, man.
It was
I'm
like in the
fine
words
right
of
now.
Ron White going, we were talking about tater salad tonight, and
Wow.
I went and seen one of his last concerts here
The
in
older he gets, the
at
more
the
like an
casino.
Ajay
oh
Steve
man, he was on
looks.
keto.
He looks more like a.
He like
he's-
lost like
he's
100
coming-
pounds.
You know what's
In that
funny though?
pit.
If you see him like doing his demonstration videos, they really look like silent motion pictures now when he's fighting the guys. He walks near them, barely touches them, and they do a tuck and roll.
You
It's
know,
amazing.
I like him.
Oh,
I still
oh,
like
oh.
him. And you know what?
I
too?
liked
I
him.
spoke
Oh,
to
yeah.
someone recently
Sure,
that
he's a nice
actually
guy.
met Keanu Reeves.
So I've met
How
Keanu
was that
Reeves.
guy in real life?
And
Is he cool?
Everyone says just like what they say.
It's cool as Howard.
He is cool. He is humble.
So I met
You
him
wouldn't
back
even
when I
know.
lived in LA, and super cool guy. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, there you go.
There you
Um,
go. He's got his own
the,
province in the Russia.
Keanu Reeves was super cool, and you got to remember back in the day, I lived next to Jerry Lewis, so I used to sit and have cigars and scotch with Jerry Lewis on a regular basis. But Keanu Reeves was like totally cool guy. Now he was in the surfer mode back when I met him,
right?
You
That
know,
movie, the Surfer movie, 94, I think.
yeah, it was.
Point Break.
Well,
Point
but
Break.
then before Point Break, with the not Dumber and Dumber, but the Hey Dude.
Yeah, I know. Bill and Ted's.
Yeah,
Excellent.
Bill
Oh,
and
yeah.
Ted's Adventure, right? And it was funny because I would meet all these celebrities. So after I lived next to Jerry Lewis, then Stephen Cannell had the house right in front of my boat, and Stephen Cannell is the producer that has the paper that rips out of the machine. Charlie's Angels, A-Team, all those guys, right? Stingray, etc.
ABC. He's an
And-
ABC writer. He's been writing for ABC.
Yeah,
for years.
forever, producer, etc. So he created all those classic those shows,
There.
and we would meet almost every weekend. I would meet somebody that just got signed for one of his shows, right? They were, don't you know who I am? I'm like, well, dude, you're like a guest and I own this place. And it was like really, these people were the up and coming, right? They were a waiter 2 weeks ago and they just got cast in a role in, Charlie's
Even
Angels or
Point Break,
something.
he was still a beginner.
And-
Act Bill and
but
Ted
he was,
Silver.
yeah, he was super cool. And you would meet all these people, and the ones that, like, most of them that were had made it, they were super cool. Like, I met Ron Howard, and there's a long story with the Ron Howard thing, and and he was just super cool, but he was so annoyed because everybody would ask for his autograph. And I used to have coffee with Dick Van Dyke, and he was like super
He's still
cool.
alive.
Yeah,
Is he?
dude.
Yeah, he's 100 years old.
Dude, so I fell on his fence.
Getting paid
That's
by-
ironic as shit because he used to trip over their freaking ottoman every other episode.
Is he really alive or is he on the DOGE
No,
list?
he's
no. He was
he's
super
not gonna
cool.
get
So,
those.
so I almost impaled myself on his fence. And he's like, dude, are you okay? And then he's like, oh, hey. And he would say hi all the
happens.
time. And he's like, hey, come on and have coffee and stuff. We'd sit and talk and have coffee in the morning. And Dick Van Dyke? Well, good for him.
Wow. So 50.
I was gonna tell you. I was gonna tell you guys about a few people who are coming to town.
Here's what we got.
These are some that you don't know about, Joe.
Working with Captain Teo, you get sidetracked all the
A
time.
little bit. We have Jason Bonham Experience doing the music of Led Zeppelin 50th anniversary physical graffiti tour. Is going to be coming to town.
So is that
John Bonham's son?
Son. I was going to say, was that John's son? Yeah.
Um,
That'll be good.
That's going to be fantastic. Carl Palmer from Emerson, Lake and Palmer coming around with the music of Emerson, Lake and Palmer in November.
Okay.
Saw him already. I saw him before.
Who are we going to see in July? We see somebody in July.
Yeah, we're seeing Blue Oyster Cult in July.
Oh, that's right.
The I Want My 80s tour is coming too. It is Simple Minds. It is who else? It is Wang Chung, and it is John Waite.
Oh, John Waite was awesome.
Rick Springfield.
Okay.
And then announced today.
Have you seen the spoof of Rick Springfield's Jesse's Girl?
No, but we can pull it up next week.
We should pull it up. It's really good. It's really funny.
And believe it or not, there's two other
With
stories
Jesse
in
being the
music.
drummer.
We have Dream Theater. I don't know if you like them. Very prog rock band. They're coming to Tampa. I'm not really a big Dream Theater fan, but technically they're supposed to be very talented musicians. They're coming to the Sounds. And finally, Zach Starkey has been fired from The Who again. They've canceled a few more shows, and they have also announced a few more shows. It is called The Song Is Over Tour. And at 80 years old, I think they're done, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah. So
The
Heath,
Who. And I love The Who.
We're
They're one of my top 20.
Wait,
Top
did
20.
I played the Pinball Wizard
Woo!
in the high school talent show.
Joanne, what do you got? Really?
Tampa sports and entertainment. Go to tvsportsmag.com and find everything you could want to do this weekend.
TBSportsMag.com.
Let's go.
Heath,
TBSportsMag.com.
any parting words before we cancel out here? Thanks for being on, my friend.
Hey, Illusion Vodka at all over Ruskin and the Apollo Beach area, most of the bars and liquor stores. If you don't have it, you should call me and get it. It's pretty amazing.
It is good. And Heath,
what
I
you
gotta
got?
get some. Yeah, I gotta
We'll
get
bring you
some for some parties.
Absolutely.
Got to get a bottle for the boat.
I'm Metallica.
I'll
hey,
grab the bottle of
again.
cherry for when we do the boat ride.
There you go.
There we go.
That's
There we
awesome.
go.
We
Yeah,
wanna-
again, guys, seriously, thanks for having me on and letting us, talk about what we do. I
Chris,
greatly
we're going to
appreciate
get
it.
that hat over to you through Andre, and we'll give it to him. He'll hook up with him. I'm going to give the shirt to Teo to give out to Colleen. And most important, thank you everyone for watching. Please like and share. Tell your friends to join our page. Any events going on in this town, we would love to know. We service the South Shore area, the Wyoming area, the Adamsburg area, the Gibtown area, the Riverview area, and the Ruskin area. How do you like that, Teo?
And Adamsville.
And Adamsville and parts of Alabama. So thanks again for watching. Our next week is hurricane preparedness, and make sure you talk to Joanne Duran at JD Coaching for all your needs. If you like to advertise on the show or in the magazine, reach out to her. JD Coaching
Awesome.
at 267-980-6427. Good night,
Thanks,
everybody.
Love
Go
you.
Bucks. Go Bucks.
go
Go
Bucks.
Bucks.
Yay?
Yay.
Happy yay?